how we set up calories for people and why you cannot and will not and do not lose weight on low calories, which isn't as crazy as it sounds. Hopefully give you some insight into why diets fail in the past, why they just don't work, why you've tried every diet under the sun. Hopefully give you that insight into as to why they failed and to stop you failing again in the future. That's the plan. The plan is to show and demonstrate clearly why low-calorie diets do not work, why they cannot work, and why we need more calories to lose weight. Let's make a little start then. So, whenever somebody comes to me, I had a conversation yesterday with a young lady, no names, and we talked about calories. And people have tried every diet, Weight Watch, the Slimming World, everything. And the reason they fail, when calories are so low, right, a couple of things happens here. One, food is energy. Calories is a unit of energy, right? So if our calories are low, our energy is going to be low. So whenever someone says to me, oh, I'm on 1,000 calories, right, but they put it on weight, I say, you're not on 1,000 calories. Firstly, it's too low. It's not sustainable. You're never ever going to be able to stick to 1,000 calories over any length of time. It's impossible. You're going to be tired, hungry, moody, hormonally all over the fucking place, right? All of those things means you're going to fail, right? It's not motivation, it's not willpower, it's not lack of anything on your part. It's purely your body saying, fuck that, right? So, whenever people say they're on 1,000 calories, right, they're not. But if they're trying to stick to as low as possible, then their energy levels will drop to there. So they may be on 1,000 calories, but they're only burning that much. So that means they're putting on that much weight. Where is whenever I set calories really high, 1,900, which is not massively high, but 1,800 say, then people's energy levels are much better. So they're moving a bit more, so they got more energy, so they're burning a bit more, they're doing a bit more work, they're moving about a bit more, going to the gym, walking, so they're burning that much, so they're going to lose weight because they've created that gap there. So they're burning much more than they got. Easy as that. But their energy levels are good. They're happier. They're not restrictive. If you're on 1,200 calories or 1,000 calories, so you think, guess what? You can't have a bit of chocolate. You haven't got room in 1,200 calories. And what happens when 1,200 calories don't work? Where do we go then? 1,100? 1,000? Lower? 800? I've seen those 800 calorie diets. Man, whereas if we got 1,900 or 1,800, the example we used, we got somewhere to go. If that's not quite working, we can go to 17 or 1,650 or something. We got room to play, so we got scope. But also we got room to have some of these things, if that's what we want, because that allows then for sustainability, doesn't it? That allows for us to be able to do this long term. If I said no chocolate, no wine, no crisps, no biscuits now for 12 weeks, 16 weeks, instantly, shit, what am I going to eat? Whereas we say, right, we're going to control it. We're going to make sure we got it under control, but we can have some chocolate. We can have a glass of wine. We can have a takeaway. We can have everything we want, as long as we're in control and in our numbers. It's that easy, and that way then we're going to be sustainable. We're going to be able to do it for the long term. That is why we set up calories nice and high, to give us scope to have some flexibility, scope to have a little bit of what we like, and scope to have energy to allow us to move more, burn more calories, and therefore burn more fat, lose weight, because we got more energy, because we're burning. Because I put a post up earlier about this calorie deficit. It's the worst bit of advice, in my opinion, going, great, calorie deficit, move more, eat less, job done. There is a million habits, behaviours, routines in the way of that happening. It is not as simple as that. It is not as simple as, well, eat a bit less, move a bit more. Right. No context whatsoever. Food is there to be enjoyed. And again, if you're on 1,200 calories, you're having to eat very, very little, small portions. So you're eating food that you don't know, food you're not familiar with, food that you don't enjoy particularly because you're having to do something. It's so far removed from our daily routine of what we currently eat, what we like to eat, what our habits dictate we eat, what our routines are. We don't change those. There's too many variables. And then there's another reason why it all fails. We have to do something, eat food, have meals that work for us, food we enjoy.